This episode of Falmouth in Focus is brought to you by the following corporate underwriter.
John's Liquors, 729 Main Street, Falmouth, 508-548-2287.
On this episode of Falmouth in Focus, we sit down with Falmouth's new Recreation Director, Julie Williams-Tinkham, and catch up on all the excitement from this year's ASICS Falmouth Road Race. Plus, we bring you an exclusive interview with two-time Oscar winner Ruth Carter, recently honored on Martha's Vineyard. All this and more on Falmouth in Focus, which starts right now. Hello and welcome to Falmouth in Focus, our bi-monthly roundup of local events and FCTV member engagement with the community. I'm Michael Kasparian.
And I'm Eileen Preston. Up first, Falmouth's new Recreation Director, Julie Williams-Tinkham, has only been in her position for 2 weeks, but she took the time to sit down with FCTV and she spoke all things fitness, recreation, and her ideas and involvement with Falmouth's biggest recreational event of the year.
The Falmouth Road Race, of course. Boy, trial by fire.
Hi, I'm Julie Williams-Tinkham. I'm the new Recreation Director for the town of Falmouth. I've been working on the job for 2 weeks now. I'm excited about learning about all of the programs and seeing what opportunities we have for adding additional programs. We run youth programs, we have some adult programs, so we try to have things for the whole community and getting the community involved in recreation. I also think that there is an opportunity for the Recreation Department to work more closely with the Falmouth Road Race. I think that there's opportunity there, especially where we have, some on our Recreation Committee, we have some folks who are involved in the road race. So I think the opportunity is there for sure. I ran track and field at Falmouth High School for John Carroll. So when John Carroll and Rich Sherman were doing the Falmouth Road Race, along with Mrs. Carroll, Lucia Carroll, I started volunteering in whatever capacity they could use me for. I worked, I've done hot dogs. I've done gifts. I've done the trouble table when we used to be in the rec. I was down between the stairs doing the trouble table. And moving back to Falmouth more recently, I've been volunteering for the high school Tommy Cochran Mile as well as the Elite Mile that's run Friday night. I'm there to clerk for the high school and elite athletes. I'm also doing the family fun run on Saturday, which will be great. There's a lot of fun things happening with the mascot race, brand new mascot race. So I'll be there helping with that event, and then I volunteer the day of the race. The Family Fun Run is fantastic. It's a free event, and I think it's a great way for young kids to get involved, as well as going to the mile run on Friday night. I think they're really trying, the road race has done a great job of trying to make that an event for the whole family, that people can come and watch the race. It's some incredible athletes that run the mile, and I think it's inspiring to watch those athletes as well as come out to the race, so that when these kids do get old enough, I want them to have it to be a goal to run. I mean, how cool would that be if every kid that lives in Falmouth wants to have a bucket list goal of running the Falmouth Road Race.
We're thrilled to have Julie on board and look forward to seeing the exciting developments she has in store for our community. For an extended interview, be sure to check our government channel and FCTV's YouTube page.
Next, we head over to the Health and Wellness Expo for the ASICS Falmouth Road Race, an event that draws thousands of runners and fitness enthusiasts each year. Just about every runner has to pass through the doors of Falmouth High School to pick up their number at the Road Race Expo. With marketers selling cool running accessories and nonprofits like FCTV giving away memorabilia freebies, the expo takes on a kind of sports fair atmosphere. We spoke with several attendees who shared this iconic road race means to them and the memorable experience that they've had along the way.
My name is Mary High. This is my second year running the Falmouth Road Race. My sister and brother are also running it, so there's going to be 3 of us. Go Team High.
I've never actually been able to run it before, mostly just because I've been too nervous to try, but I thought, why not this year, you know?
This is my first year running, and I am running because of this one right here. I came last year with our parents to cheer Rachel on, and I got hooked and I got excited, and so I signed up.
I've been doing this for a while. I love this race. It has a very special place in my heart. My dad lives here on the Cape, and he comes and cheers me on, so it means the world to me to run this race.
My name is Bruce from Brooklyn, New York, and we haven't done the Falmouth race in a few years, but we love the Cape and we love coming here, so we're willing to drive 5.5, 6 hours to get here, and it's a great race. It runs by the seacoast. You pass that nice lighthouse. If you run along the path before the start, you get a bunch of world-class runners say, hello, hello, how are you? You wish them good luck. They'll be done in like 10 minutes. I'll take over an hour.
My goal is to continue to run until I am 75 years old. I'm 71 right now. So I've got another 4 years, hopefully, left in this great community race.
We've tried to get into it for a couple of years, and we're very excited that we're running it this year. I'm running it for the Vanessa T. Marcotte Foundation that I truly believe in, and Mike here got into the lottery. My family had built a house in Falmouth, so I'm very close to this town, and it's really great to be back.
And if you do see us, please don't arrest us if we go down by the house to try to spread some ashes.
No.
Super excited about the race. Super excited to see lots of fun. Friends, have fun, and enjoy everything that surrounds it.
This year will be my 39th consecutive, and I was injured 1 year and I walked it with my brother-in-law. We've seen kryptonite heat and rainy and cold. As I get older, I'm trying to save my knees and just go for the finish.
This is the first year I'm doing a charity. I'm doing the Bay State Games, which helps out children do sports, all different sports, and adults as well. So I'm really looking forward to this year and running a good race.
I grew up in Falmouth, went here to this very high school. This is my 17th time running the road race. I started when I was 12, and I missed a couple here or there, but it's always good to come back.
This is my third time running the road race. I'm expecting to hopefully go under an hour, closer to 50 minutes.
We are a host family for this year's road race.
So every year, we've done this for about 10 years. Part of the road race is you can be a host family too. You sign up, one of the elite runners stays with you. We've probably had 15 runners over the years. They're absolutely delightful. You learn a lot. We've had everybody from Australia, Kenya, Ethiopia, Worcester. It's a fabulous experience. You should try it.
Jessica started back in 2004 and turned me onto it in 2008, and we've been running it every year ever since. Now, Mr. 9-year-old doing the family fun run. What do you think of that, Vaughn?
I love it. I've been doing it since I was like, I don't know, 6 or something.
And will you do the full road race in a couple years? We hope so.
No.
Okay.
This will be my 6th year running Falmouth Road Race, and it is a joy and a pleasure. And the pleasure is the large hill at Falmouth Heights, to know that you're going down after you go up.
The first year I did it, I was in high school, and a couple of my buddies, I met them at the end of the race, and they were like, oh, we didn't think you were going to run it. We thought you were just going to stay home and play Xbox. And pretty much since that day, I was like, okay, well, now I'm going to run it every single year just to show you guys that I can run the 7 miles.
I'm Brian Salzberg, and this will be my 52nd Falmouth Road Race. I ran the first one in 1973, and stubborn as I am, I've run them all. So I'm the only one left now who's run all 51 road races. It's still my favorite road race in the country, and I've run a lot of them. My shirt says Falmouth Marathon. That was a 1973 shirt, but of course they didn't know any better. It wasn't a marathon. It was only 7 miles. It was bar to bar from Captain Kidd to the Brothers 4. 7 miles, beautiful course, and I think there are only 3 or 4 of these shirts left around. I wear mine once a year.
It's always inspiring to hear the incredible stories behind the runners who participate in the Falmouth Road Race. Whether it's a personal milestone or a cherished tradition, the race truly brings our community together in a very special way. Thanks to everyone who shared their experiences with us.
And we'll be back with more from this year's ASICS Falmouth Road Race right after this.
Bring it.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
Welcome back.
Our next story takes us to the Falmouth Walk, an annual tradition held the day before the Falmouth Road Race. This event not only brings the community together for a leisurely stroll through our beautiful town, but also plays a vital role in supporting local charities. We caught up with the current and past presidents of the Falmouth Walk to learn more about this year's event and the impact it has had on our community.
I'm Tom Wallrath, former president of the Falmouth Walk, and this is
Russ Pelletier, the former president of the Falmouth Walk.
And this is?
And I'm Chris Morrissey, the current president of the Falmouth Walk.
So we've all been involved for all the right reasons, which are?
We are to neighbors helping neighbors, to help the charities of Falmouth, those underfunded boots on the ground charities that help our local community.
And Russ?
I've been involved for 26 years only because Tommy Leonard conned me into it. He roped me in, so it was just a great cause, and I just had to rope these two gentlemen in too.
By the way, he did. He roped me in, and then he roped my friend Chris here. And what's really special is not only Tommy Leonard, but his cohort, Eddie Doyle, who are the co-founders of the Falmouth Walk. And Eddie was here today. He just feels so great. He kicked it off again for the 33rd year, and we couldn't be happier. And quite honestly, we do it, like Chris said and Russ said, we do it for the people in Falmouth and the 13 charities that we support this year. It all stays in the town of Falmouth. So everybody who comes out and supports us supports all of Falmouth.
Yeah, and we have just had a fabulous event. It's our 33rd walk that we just concluded, and we had a record number of people, and we hope that we will continue to do good work for the people of Falmouth, and we're forever thankful to everyone who comes to the walk, and for all of our volunteers and all of our committee members to make this a really family-friendly event that takes place in Road Race Weekend.
Ross?
Yes, we do it for the charities, but we actually do it for ourselves as well. We get a lot of satisfaction in seeing the smile on people's faces. The people that show up here, like Eddie Doyle called it a couple of years ago. He's sitting here and he's looking at the crowd, eating Smitty's ice cream, drinking, there might be some Sam Adams beer involved. And he just called it a Norman Rockwell moment, and it really is. It's people giving back to the community.
With that, I think we'll end it, and thank you very much for letting us participate and get our word out. And to Russ's point, we all love what we do, and that's why we're still friends. See you later.
The Falmouth Walk is a wonderful example of how our town rallies together for a good cause, blending fitness, community spirit, and philanthropy. A big thank you to the organizers and everyone who participated to make this year's event a success, helping to raise much-needed funds for local charities.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And the ASICS Falmouth Road Race also makes a significant impact for nonprofits through its Numbers for Nonprofits program. Each year, this race helps raise millions of dollars for various charities. It makes the hard work of grinding out 7.2 miles a whole lot more meaningful, right?
It's a grind, all right.
And when you're doing it to change lives, it's so important. Our FCTV intern, Aman Mahdi, was on the scene to capture some nonprofit team shout-outs.
Hi guys, my name is Aman Mahdi and we are out here today in Woods Hole, Massachusetts covering the Falmouth Annual Road Race. So today I'm going around to interview people and ask them about their organizations, why they're here today, and more importantly, to give a small shout out to the organization.
Hi, we're Team Tarantino. We are running in memory of Officer Ron Tarantino, who most of us knew personally. He was just one of the best guys in the world. And so we're raising money for the Officer Ron Tarantino Charitable Fund, who does all kinds of great work with families of first responders and local community families in need. Go team! Woo!
Running for Team Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, running with my Hui Bui. Go Team Hui.
We're running for the New England Center for Children on Autism Education and Research Center. Woo!
We're running to support food insecurity in Massachusetts to try and fight against that. We're running to support the Medway Village Food Pantry out of Medway, Massachusetts. We're really excited to be here. Thanks for having us. Woohoo!
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm running for Old Colony Hospice and Palliative Care. I ran last year for the same organization. They are amazing. So yeah, we're out here to raise money for an excellent cause, and we're really excited to be here.
My name's Monica Rizzio. I'm the founder and president of Vinegrass Music, and we're raising money for music scholarships, grants, and instruments in the schools on Cape Cod and the islands. Woo! Woo!
Today we're doing the water station at the Falmouth Road Race for Mashpee High School. Soccer.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yes!
We are running on behalf of the MSPCA Angel in support of protecting the animals in Massachusetts and beyond. We've raised nearly $50,000 towards our cause, so cheers!
We are supporting capabilities this year, so it's a great organization, trying to help raise awareness and any funds we can to help them in a great organization and use that money for good things.
We are Team MBL, Marine Biological Laboratory, which is hosting this race right here. And we are raising money for the Marine Biological Laboratory that's been around for more than 100 years and does amazing science and education.
I love running and I love science, so you should come support the MBL.
The ASICS Falmouth Road Race continues to be a powerful force for good, with runners going the distance, not just for personal achievement, but to support countless charities. It's inspiring to see how the event has grown into a major fundraiser, helping to make a difference in so many lives.
Oh, it's absolutely true. And our next story takes us to the SBLI Family Fun Run, where the youngest members of our community lace up their sneakers for a day of fun, fitness, and little family bonding. The event is all about bringing families together and encouraging kids to stay active while enjoying the excitement of race day.
Great.
Hi, Julie Williams-Tinkham. I'm here at the SBLI Family Fun Run. We have 1,000 kids here ready to run races from 100 meters to 1,200 meters. Should be a wonderful day.
SBLI is so thrilled to be here. This is our 22nd sponsoring of the SBLI Family Fun Run. It is one of our favorite events. Really a fantastic time. This year with the mascots will be even more fun. For us, this is our community. SBLI was started 115 years ago in the state of Massachusetts to provide simple and affordable life insurance for families. This community has been critically important to us, and seeing all the effort to make the healthy and great lifestyles here has really made such a difference for our communities as well as yours. So greatly appreciated. Looking forward to see everybody run.
I like running because it's a good workout for you, and it's really good for you. Burn some calories.
Well, when I was 5, my brother was running, and my coach really wanted me to run. So I was in a race. It was like, I don't know how long it was. I got second, and ever since then, I've really been in love with running.
3, 2, 1, go! I told you not to sleep on chauffeurs, so all we have going is the condom. The condom and Patriot. It might be a photo finish.
The SBLI Family Fun Run is a fantastic way to introduce children to the joys of running and healthy living, getting outdoors, all while creating lasting memories with their families. It's events like these that help foster a lifelong love for fitness and community spirit in our youngest residents.
Absolutely. We'll be back with an incredible interview with two-time Oscar winner Ruth Carter right after this.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver. And we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. And in our family, we're used to getting involved, and I encourage you to do the same, especially when it comes to caring for your loved ones. When I think about Alzheimer's and the impact it had on my family, I recognize that losing a race isn't such a bad day after all. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Welcome back.
Our next segment takes us to the Falmouth Mile, where elite athletes from across the country compete in a thrilling race to the finish. This event showcases some of the best talent in the men's and women's divisions, as well as wheelchair athletes and high school students, all striving to set new records in the mile.
Wow.
Scott Gelfie, just back from the Paris Olympics. We kick off the Falmouth weekend, the 52nd Falmouth Road Race weekend, brought to you by ASICS, with a series of Falmouth miles. We got 2 high school miles, we've got 2 wheelchair miles, and we have 2 professional miles. It's a first night of competition, Scott. We had big rains came through the area yesterday, cleared out, excellent day for racing, and the crowd has showed up.
Yeah, it's perfect out here. We got clouds, it's kind of cool, no wind. Usually this whole backstretch, you got a wind in your face, so I think we're looking at some fast times tonight.
And we are underway in the 52nd Falmouth Road Race weekend, beginning with the girls' Tommy Cockery High School Mile. Sasha Lamakina for Framingham High School. Big separation in that final lap. And heading to the tape in the victory, the Tommy Cockery High School girls' mile.
5:04 there. A big PR for Sasha.
This time they are away. Tommy Cockery High School boys mile. Bring it, Amaral, Parham, Walsh, Riley, Gartner, Schulk, Gartner, Gear, and McTadar. Schulk in second, here. Gardner in lead. Can Schulk get Gardner? Gardner takes a look. Can he hang on? Silas Gardner, Ethan Schulk, right to the wire. As well, Madeline Wilson, just 15 out of Spencer, Mass. She's
yeah,
in the
Tony,
light
with Maddie. So we really see Maddie grow up here. So her first year when she was 7 years old, we weren't quite sure if she could finish the race. So we went out and had a practice run with her and her dad.
Yeah.
We got on bikes, and she, you know, she blew us away at 7 years old and proved that she could do the whole 7 miles, and she's been doing and competing ever since. And it's just great to see her now on the track and really competing for the titles.
Yen Huang, Champaign, Illinois, 27 years of age. 3:42 was the winning time a couple of years ago by Susanna Scaroni. And here's the victory right now. The clock a little bit obscured, but it'll populate on our computer right now.
Got a 4:12.
4:12. There's the gun.
They're off here in the men's division in the Falmouth Elite Mile, presented by ASICS.
Miguel Jimenez Vergara out of Chula Vista. Okay, here they go. Guns up. The 2024 Falmouth Mile is underway. And this track is all but ringed all the way around, and a nice crowd tonight. Dorcas Iwoy out of Kenya, holding off on Danny Jones. And like Dorcas Iwoy takes the Falmouth title in a great race. And here we go.
Back in college, he ran 3:52.
Men's Falmouth Mile. But we
Look
got
at
3 men together. Oh, and
oh, a good fall there.
Boy, that was just a trip at the last second.
Ladies and gentlemen, Henry Wynn wins.
Our final segment brings you an exclusive interview with 2-time Oscar winner Ruth Carter, who was recently honored at a special event on Martha's Vineyard. The event, titled Honors on Island, was organized by the Boston Arts Academy to celebrate Ruth Carter's remarkable contributions to the film industry and her support of arts education.
Well, there weren't very many African-American women that were designers. There were others that I knew their names who were on the part of the support in the wardrobe department. They were supervisors or they were set costumers, and there weren't very many costume designers. And so the challenge was to, be in an environment, in a world where they expect you to be the seamstress or the help, right? Or you walk in the room and they're still waiting for the designer to walk in,
You mentioned, getting nominated the first time. And so you've been nominated multiple times and won twice. What was that like to win an Oscar?
I was the first African-American woman or African-American period to be nominated. And, a part of me felt like, wow, here it was, I think that was 93. Here we are in 1993, and we're still experiencing firsts in our African, like it just felt like, well, it's about time. I'm the first to be recognized, but I'm certainly not the first in my field to do excellent work.
A lot of your work really seems to be at, kind of the intersection of this Black history and culture work. And I've, seen it referred to as like Afrofuturism as well in a lot of the costume design. So how do you kind of approach the design aspect and incorporate the culture into that?
Well, it's somewhat unconscious and conscious. I have always been, even from my roots in Massachusetts, been encouraged to know my history, encouraged to know about other streams of celebration, meaning that you don't have to celebrate Christmas. You can celebrate Kwanzaa. You can, learn the alphabet and also learn Swahili, I was that kid that was shown, my history and the beauty of the culture through dance and art and literature.
Speaking of those organizations, you're a board member of the Boston Arts Academy Foundation, and so you've put your own commitment out there to these students of the future, right? So how do you see the role of arts education evolving to meet these future needs that you've talked about?
Well, we really do need to embrace the importance of the arts in education. And if I am a testament to, that fact, then, I feel it's important for me to stand out front and say, there is the possibility of a career in the arts, and it is a viable source for our children to study and to learn and to become artists. And so many children are passionate about it and they want to follow that dream. And I encourage it.
Your upcoming event on Martha's Vineyard is going to celebrate your incredible journey through costume design and the arts. So how does it feel to be honored in such a way?
Wow. It feels like I still need to pinch myself because I have always admired a lot of the people and organizations that, are honoring me. And it's wonderful to be able to give back in this way, that people feel it's important and it's made a contribution. And so I embrace it. And I hope that through our great conversation that we'll have at the event, that I can further inspire others.
Wow, it was truly inspiring to hear from Ruth Carter, a trailblazer in costume design and a passionate advocate for the arts. Her words at the Honors on Island event reminds us of the power of creativity and the importance of supporting the next generation of artists. We thank Ruth for sharing her journey with us and for her continued impact on the world of film and beyond. So that's going to do it. Wrap up our show for the moment. I'm Michael Kasparian.
And I'm Eileen Preston. We leave you now with sights and sounds of the ASICS Falmouth Road Race. Until next time.
See you around town.
Leah Palmer, represent Brigham and Women's Hospital from East Falmouth. Great job. What I'm always amazed is you see the 12, 13, and 14-year-olds coming on in here, running 7 miles. That's some good discipline building right there.
Here she comes.
Ben Kahane from Falmouth. Great job. Avery Dew, nice job, Avery from Brookline, representing Hospitality Homes.